If you want to sell your home faster and for more money, it all starts with how you prepare the home before it even hits the market. Most sellers, they think they're ready to list, but most of the time they've overlooked some very key specific things that buyers are looking for, and in the end, it'll cost the sellers thousands. My name is Daniel Abreu, and I'm the founder of the Abreu Group out of Realty One Group MVP. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what you need to do to get your home ready to hit the market. We'll talk about some cost-effective repairs that can really make a difference in the sale, and I'll tell you how to avoid the one mistake I see sellers constantly make.
Okay, let's go.
Here's the truth. In today's market, buyers want homes that are already move-in ready. Homes that are typically clean, updated, or well-maintained are usually going to sell faster and for more money. So what I'm talking about is a return on investment. The more that you do now before you hit the market is going to make a huge difference later on. It's less you'll have to negotiate for or possibly drop the price on. I've seen it time and again. Sellers who overlook doing basic upgrades or even basic maintenance on the home will have their home sit on market for a significantly longer amount of time. And the longer that the home sits, the more you're going to go through price reductions and you're going to end up leaving tons of money on the table. What I'm talking about doing is a return on investment, because the more you do before you hit the market means the better chance that you have of selling later and less problems during a transaction, such as negotiating for price reductions or credits or anything like that. The sellers who prep properly before hitting the market are always the ones that walk away with the stronger offers and smoother transactions. This is the number one mistake most sellers make when they list their home. They overlook the basic maintenance and repairs, and it doesn't leave a good impression for a buyer. You have one chance to make a first impression on your buyer when they walk into the home. So would you rather see them walk in and see scuffed or chipped paint, scuffed baseboards, loose doors, cabinets that don't sit right? Or would you rather see them walk in and say, wow, this home is immaculate? When they walk in and they see the problems, they're going to think to themselves, oh my, this is deferred maintenance. And deferred maintenance on the simple basic things that people see, it makes them wonder what they're not seeing. So when buyers are walking around a property and they see these things, they're going to start making a mental tally of everything that they're going to have to repair after they buy it. And then they start thinking to themselves, I'm paying X amount of dollars for this house. Now I've got to put in Y dollars just to fix it up. They're either going to lower their offer to compensate for the repairs that they're going to have to make, ask you for seller credits, or worse yet, they're going to move on to a home that feels more turnkey. So let's talk quickly about some smart upgrades that you can make to your home before listing. First, let's talk about curb appeal. You already heard me say it, and I'll say it again. You do not get a second chance at a first impression. So the first thing the buyers are going to see is your house from the exterior when they pull up in the driveway. What's the best way to get that, oh, this is beautiful home? Fresh coat of paint. Make sure that all the windows are clean, and of course, some landscaping. If the lawn is properly taken care of and the walkways are nice and clean and they look trimmed, the buyers are already going to walk in saying, this is it, this is the house. The next thing I'll recommend is interior paint. A fresh paint job with some neutral tones can go a long way towards transforming the space. They'll make the room seem bigger, brighter, and more updated, which is exactly what your buyers are looking for. And not to mention that they look great in the listing photos. Lastly, and this is a little bit of a bigger one, but if you have the means to do it, I definitely recommend it. Your kitchen and your bathrooms need to be updated. I'm not talking about a full remodel. While that helps, it's not necessary. I'm talking about upgrading the simpler things. Hardware in the bathroom and kitchens, light fixtures, refinishing cabinets, or even replacing the countertops. These are all details that buyers are going to be looking out for, and if they see that they don't have to invest the money later, they're going to see the value in your property now. And remember, you're not just going around fixing things. You are creating a feeling for your buyers. And when you create that feeling for your buyers are going to walk in and fall in love immediately with the way that the home feels. Another thing that I recommend all of my sellers do no matter what is a pre-listing home inspection. I think the pre-listing home inspection is one of the smartest investments that sellers can make before they list their home. It gives them a lot more control over how they're going to move forward into listing the property, disclosures that they have to make, or repairs that they need to make to get ahead of all the problems. You see, because once you go under contract, your buyer's going to have a due diligence period. During that due diligence period, they're going to have a home inspector come in and they're going to nitpick everything that could potentially be wrong with the home. So if you do a pre-listing inspection, you're getting ahead of all this and it gives you time to either fix these things or disclose them later on, and it helps later on with pricing the home accordingly. Remember, this puts you in the driver's seat and it reduces the risk of any last-minute surprises that could derail a deal later on. But Dan, not all houses are the same. Well, you're exactly right. So the prep that you're going to need to do on your home is going to be different from the prep that your neighbor would need to do, or the house 3 blocks over, or a house 5 miles away. Every situation is unique, and we will look at it individually to see what are the best things that you can do to prepare your house for market. I'll give you an example. If you're living in the home while you're trying to sell it, you probably don't want to go through the hassle of doing a full remodel while you live there. So there's key things that we can focus on while you're living in the home. For example, we can declutter, take down some of the family photos, and really just kind of make it a neutral space. The idea is for the buyer to be able to see and picture themselves living in the home, even though you're still there. If you're not living in the home, I'm going to recommend staging the house. A vacant home feels cold, and typically vacant homes with absolutely no staging will sit longer on market and sell for less money than a house that was staged. And if the home is vacant, don't forget to make sure that the home stays clean, the lawn gets updated. If there's a pool, the pool gets cleaned. You have to maintain all of these things because, again, you will not get a second chance at a first impression. And if the home is vacant or it's a second home or an investment property and we need to coordinate any of these repairs or anything and you need to do it remotely, don't worry. That's why you have me. And since I briefly touched on staging, I'll just add one more quick note. I'll talk about it more in a later video. But staging isn't always about renting furniture and spending a ton of money. Staging can be rearranging the home so that it establishes an emotional connection with the buyers, which is ultimately the goal that you want. Even simple touches can make the biggest difference. The good news is you don't have to figure any of this out on your own. When I work with sellers, I walk them through every stage of the preparation process to make sure that when the home gets to market, we are presenting it in the best light possible and making sure that we get all the buyers looking at this property. I will help you with evaluating repairs, recommending trusted vendors, and getting you to the finish line. My goal is to net you more and less stress. If you're thinking about selling, I've created a free home prep checklist. Go ahead and click the link below to download it. It's a guide that walks you through your house the same way that a buyer is going to look at it. And if you think you're ready to take the next step, I'd love to connect with you directly. There's a link in the description below where you can schedule a one-on-one consultation with me, and we can discuss strategy to go ahead and make your Southwest Florida dreams a reality. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.